Ryan real shuffling Kramer as he's getting the deck ready for Sports Betting Blackjack.
I had a couple years stint of an amateur magician. I know my way around a card.
I do love. I don't know if you saw the list. There some faraway website was offering odds to on the new DC football team name, and one of them was DC Magicians. And as an Eagles fan, I would imagine, Ryan, the chef's kiss. If the Commanders became the Magicians.
Is DC known for magic?
I don't know.
It's just like paying homage to the Illuminati.
I think it's because the basketball team is the Wizards, maybe. I really don't know. Is your mascot David Blaine? Like, what would be going on?
I think a wizard would be offended if you called him a magician.
You're right. They actually make
That's
stuff.
real, not fake. Come on,
DC
Sean.
Magicians getting my vote. So, if you're new to Sports Betting Blackjack, super fun. Ryan and I take turns dealing each other cards. Now, the cards coincide with a specific bet on the DraftKings slate, completely random. Our producer, Brian, sets it up beforehand. And then, much like in Blackjack, you have to deal with the cards you're dealt. So you have to defend why you think that's a great bet on the spot.
Or you just get up and abandon your money.
Yes. Kramer will occasionally surrender, killing the bit, but we will not let him do that. Kramer, you have the first card, and it is...
I like to push the creative boundary. 5 of spades.
5 of spades.
See, now, if this is a blackjack table, all I'm doing is thinking about getting a 6. I want to double down. Oh, Christian
what
Kirk.
Do you got, Kramer?
Christian Kirk over 5.5 receptions. I know CJ Sullivan, host of Bottom Line Bombs on SGPN, loved the Calvin Ridley ladder this week, but boy, Christian Kirk seems to be the guy.
Yeah.
And, Zay Jones not coming back this week or maybe not at all this season.
He's got to talk to the judge. He's in a bit of hot water.
He's dealing with a legal situation. Him and Harbaugh have to, they're sitting in the chambers waiting to talk to the judge. Over 5.5 receptions, plus 110. He does seem to show out when he shows out, so I like taking an over on catch prop at plus odds. I would like the catch prop probably better than the yardage prop.
Yeah, yardage, I think, a little bit more variance. He's gone over 5.5 catches 4 out of the last 6 games. And Titans secondary has struggled. So, yeah, it does seem like Kirk's kind of his guy.
Specifically, they've struggled against 2 different types of receivers, guys that can win over the top and guys that just get open.
Yeah.
And so Christian Kirk is kind of more in that second where he's just getting open. Now, against the Titans, you probably also want to play the yardage prop just in case because there probably is going to be a big one, but I don't mind that one. I'm not walking away from the table with Christian Kirk over 5.5 receptions. All right, Sean.
Yes.
You're in the same boat as me, 7 of hearts. You're hoping for a double down.
Ooh, or another 7. Good split opportunity. Although, yeah, you split 7s, right? Depends on what. I'm assuming the dealer has a 6 there. Ryan's laughing because the bet I was dealt is the Giants Commanders overtime. Yes, 13-1.
Yes, sir.
That should be minus 110.
I mean, this is even money. Well, you can't get to a tie game unless you get to overtime. And if there's any game you can imagine as a 10-10 tie going into overtime or no touchdowns being scored in regulation going into overtime, this has 9-9, 12-12. I can think of many crappy scores that the Giants and Commanders can get to. Overtime at 13-1, little less ambitious than tie, but at the price, 13-1 is pretty juicy.
Take the sweat of overtime out of it.
That's what's great about Sports Betting Blackjack. It gets us on bets I didn't even really think of. I was just leaning tie, but overtime, a little safer, and at 13-1, perfect combination.
I feel like there's a couple bets we can make
I know.
on the overtime.
Most of my card just ends up from the Sports Betting Blackjack segment. Oh, Kramer sitting on a 12 here because you got a 7 of clubs.
I can't. What am I going to do with a 12? I guess I could be dangerous and double down. All right, we got a total. Ring the total bell. Chargers, Packers under 44. I don't know what the data says here, although I would be inclined to say, this Packers team, I think they're going to want to play slower, and we all know the Staley cat is out of the bag. He wants you to run the ball against him, so maybe the clock stays running in this one. I think the angle for the under is the clock keeps running. There's a lot of short completions for the the Chargers, a lot of Eckler stuff, and then on the other side, we know Aaron Jones is kind of the main vein for that offense. So under 44, not a totals guy, but that's the way I'd go on this one.
Well, and I think us both being on the Chargers, part of the handicap was we like their defensive line to get some sacks, put them in some third and longs, and really limit their scoring opportunities. So I think Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa getting home, and again, Khalil Mack knows what it's like to get some sacks in Lambeau. So I think the defensive line will help you get to this under, Ryan, for the Chargers.
No touchdowns, though. We don't need any defensive touchdowns. That's too much. Too much effort. Just enough effort. All right. Let's see if Sean, you got an ace?
Ooh, ace and a 7.
Ace of spades.
Soft 18. I'll take it.
Which a lot of people don't know, Sean. You soft 18 against a 10. You should be hitting. Unless you're a negative EV guy.
I got Trevor Lawrence over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I like the Titans plus 7, but
still.
Trevor Lawrence over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Yeah, I could see that against this Titans secondary. They aren't super stout. And, when the Jags get touchdowns, I feel like ETN, off the top of my head, Ryan, how has ETN done touchdown-wise? I feel like most of it has come in the air with Trevor Lawrence.
Lawrence has only 2 games where he's gone over 1 passing touchdown.
Really?
Against the Colts. And against the Colts.
See, I don't like Trevor Lawrence. I'm a bit of a hater, but I will say, since I'm a guy who leans into the bit and doesn't fight the bit, I'll say Trevor Lawrence gets it done because of the Titans secondary. But I don't like Trevor Lawrence.
He has gone over this in every divisional game so far this season.
That's an angle, right?
Like what I did there? All right.
Thank you.
Wait, no, I'm up.
Bail me out. All right. Kramer, you're up.
It's called phoning a friend.
King of Hearts. Monkey.
Looks like I just busted. Thanks, Sean. Another total. I love the totals. Arizona, Houston, over 48. I believe this is the top total on the board. And what you're seeing me doing, and no one can see me right now, but I'm furiously pulling up a DM from one of these ref accounts, sliding into the DM with some info, expecting there to be, I'll TLDR it for you. If you're not a nerd, that means I'll summarize it for you.
Too long, didn't read.
There's going to be some penalties in the secondaries against both teams. What does that mean? Free hidden yards that don't show up in the stat sheet. So you're going to need that for a total of 48. Plus, I'm kind of, as much as we make fun of Kyler, I was very impressed. Typically,
he looked, for coming off an ACL and as much crap and smack that we've talked to him, he's addicted to video games, he doesn't take his rehab seriously. He looked, pretty close to 100%.
Makes me think about that really, really awkward video when Gannon first got to the building. And I'm kind of like, maybe it was just the camera catching some weirdness, because I will say everything along the way has made me think that Gannon is not going to be this dumpster fire that you've told me he's going to be. And Kyler, he's focused. Again, has not streamed on his Twitch account for over a year, Sean.
They do only have 2 wins. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a rebuilding year. All right, 6 of diamonds, Sean.
Ooh, okay, 6 of diamonds. What does that mean for me? 6 of diamonds.
Means you got 14.
Matt Prater, Ryan,
over. This is hilarious.
Over 1.5 field goals. You just made the case for the over in the Cardinals game, and just double checking. Yeah, Matt Prater's still the kicker for the Arizona Cardinals. They're going on the road here. Them getting stopped a couple times. In
a dome.
In a dome, that always helps the field goal success rate. And, Kyler being a little out of sync, maybe some red zone plays don't go quite their way. Oh, and you're getting plus odds. I'm with you. I think they're going to be able, Arizona at the very least is going to be able to move the ball. So to get those field goals, I think at plus money, I'm into it.
Matt Prater, a true throwback. If you ever want to have some fun, maybe you're seeing him in a live game or you're just Just take a look at him on the sideline before he goes out for a kick. He loves to smash the smelling salts.
Yes.
He's a big smelling. He'll even bring it on the field sometimes.
Kramer, 8 of diamonds. Real quick.
Fire. Romeo Doubs, anytime touchdown. Seems like they like to scheme up Reed, but I won't walk away from the table. No, you know what? I'm walking away from the table.
Wow.
I like this one. Get out of here.
Ryan's walking away from the blackjack table.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.